Tokuzani, it's me again. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, good whatever the time you'll be watching this, all right? Uh, this video really should be short, and I always say so, and it ends up being an hour and 20 minutes, but I swear it should be short. But I think this video I wanted to make in particular for people that need to initiate and can't find gobela. I say this because it shouldn't even be a situation that you go and holla for. So I'll give you some good tips in terms of finding your facilitator. And the reason why I'm saying finding your facilitator, you can find out that it is that you need to go Dwaza, right? And as you need to go in Dwaza, you need to find a facilitator. So unfortunately, sometimes the gods, they can show you, they cannot show you, sometimes they show you, but the only thing they're showing you is flames. All right, so these tips are gonna help you. I've missed you, man. I've really missed you, but trust that it's been quite hectic. But as my initiates go home, at least I'm finding a bit more time. So I'm not gonna promise anything because I've broken so many in the past, and I don't want us to go down that dark road again. All right. So you know for sure that you need to initiate, whether you need to initiate Istunya, which is your prophetic gift, or you know for sure you need to initiate Ubunyanga or Ubunyanga. I'll say Ubunyanga, meaning you need to initiate as a traditional healer or as a Sangoma. And I will use this general umbrella of Ubunyanga due to there are many facets of Ubunyanga. Stunya really we can break down to Stunya Sataba, Samitzi, Samakosi, Ganjani, Jani, Jalonja. But I think that the more complicated side will be Ubunyanga or the Sangoma sort of umbrella. Sometimes you may have the fortune or misfortune of being a double, meaning you need to initiate both Istunya and Ubunyanga. You can find out in two ways. You can find out at your consultation when I tell you, ta-da, all right? You got it, you gotta go do it, you know what I'm saying? Or you've been led through dreams, symbols, signs. You've been led through visions as well. The winter, it's here. Oh my god. So either ways, if for instance you find out through intlolo or a consultation that you need to go initiate, I find that it's more difficult for the people that find out that way rather than being guided that they need to go initiate, because those people will have had zero to no symptoms at all. And I always try and repeat my story to say, no, we are not scamming you, my guy. Different strokes for different folks. Sometimes the gods, they just like to surprise you, sometimes they like the sneaking up on you, it depends on the gods. So if you are guided, I feel somebody's more secure. They come to the consultation, they're like, look, I have an inkling, I have this feeling, and I can kind of sort of tell, and so those people are, they feel more secure, I guess, because they've had personal experiences where the ancestors have kind of given them signs or symbols. But the only reason why I haven't made a video to say what are the symptoms of you've got Badimo is because you'll watch that video and be convinced you don't have Badimo, and you do, because I had a similar experience where I did not have any dreams that indicated I needed to go in Dwaza. I did not have any signs or symbols, really like drums and whatnot. But I tell you, at my consultation, when I was told that, look, you are an Inyanga, okay, essentially, right? there were things that hit home for me that I knew I could not shake off about this particular consultation that revealed that I needed to initiate. And like most people, maybe coming from the Christian background, I felt more in tune with this Tunya path. I really felt like a stranger in terms of the Sangoma path. So there are all these confusing feelings and emotions that you're experiencing. There's doubt, there's all of these things, because also you go into a consultation, the healer that's consulting you, like myself, is a gobela, and you just feel like, what if this person is just trying to get me to come back? But at the end, you'll find out I really, really don't want you to come back, because I'll tell you to go and pasla really hard. You know, and if you have to come back, then come back. But I really, really want people to be sure when they come to me. You don't have to be sure about your gift, because as I said before, the symptoms are really different for everybody, but you need to be sure about the facilitator, because when you find that somebody has had an 0 to none, no symptoms at all, that's something that should be evoked in the process. And I'll say this, abogogo nabomkhulu, they are in different parts of the journey. The people that are giving you the gift, or the carriers of your gift, are in different parts of their journey. There are different contexts and situations that affect them and their speed towards you. Okay, so let me try and explain. I'm just trying to give context before I give you the tips, and this is what makes my videos an hour. But what I'm trying to say is that you can find that some gogos are more active just because the environment allows them. You can find that the context of the family, it's a family that's more familiar with traditional things are being practiced. There are people who have initiated in the family. You can find that those closes can be more active. Then you go to a family wherein this gift has been shoved and ignored and run away from for generations, and those gogos will travel from far. So even your experience with them might be 0 to none before your process, and even during your process it can be quite a thing to get them to come forward. And when we do the rituals to kind of call them to come through, sometimes we get a nudge, we get a wink to say we're on the way, but we're really far. So my job really requires patience, because abogogo nabomkhulu, they are not on the same position in terms of the race or in terms of the journey. So also the carrier of the gogos and kulus needs to be patient, and that's why you really, really need to be sure about where you are going, because I've had many experiences where people have explained to me how horrific and traumatic that evoking of spirits for them was, because gobela was impatient. Gobela invited friends, laughing at the process, laughing that you are slow, laughing at or taunting or humiliating ikotana or the initiate during. So one is grappling with a lot of issues due to not understanding why some things are not more obvious for them, or why some people's ancestors are just not more communicative, etc. It's just like a short chat I had with someone the other day, and they were like, I find it so stupid that Abokoko have to give us dreams that are just so symbolic and cryptic, and you have to really think about what the dream means, etc., and try and figure it out. And I said to them, okay, so the witches are at it again, because now it's now part 2 for no good reason. But yeah, we'll part to it. Anyway, as I was saying, so people are grappling over all of these questions as to why abokoko babo, they don't approach them in a way that's more obvious, and why their calling is not more obvious and why other callings are more obvious. And even for those whose callings are more obvious, those guys might grapple over issues in terms of, now where do I go, because they've shown me to the T the things that they want me to wear, to do, but they are not assisting me in terms of guiding me, in terms of who should I go to, who's my facilitator, where am I meant to do the things, what spirits do I have. That's another stress, etc., etc. So I'm gonna give you tips in terms of that, but I'm trying to give you context in terms of why sometimes you find good abogogo, they are not more obvious about your calling. So you there that's sitting thinking it can never be me. No, it's you. It's you. Okay. So look, they can knock on many doors, but it's never the wrong door, right? So I'm just trying to give you context in terms of where they are at, and where they are at really makes a difference in terms of your experience with them. And this might even continue well into your ndwaso, meaning that people that struggled with dreams, you go into ndwaso and you expect a light bulb. It's work, because we gotta dig a tunnel. We gotta dig a tunnel, and there's many things that happen to a person. People get bewitched to not dream. People steal your dreams via Facebook posts, via your mirror, via water, via windows. It's rough out here, so many experiences really do aid one's disbelief, in terms of them being really an initiate in such a process in which they've not had much experience or background or context of. And then you get people that are like, yo, well, I dreamt of a mpepo, I must get in the mountain and I must do this with the mpepo. And you're thinking, look, I don't even remember how my dream went last night. So it's not something to feel bad about. These are sicknesses, they're illnesses. We all go into lifehlo with some sort of issue. Can be mental, can be witchcraft. Some people have been so witchcrafted that it's not even easy to get through a consultation, or to get it. Some people will tell you that, hey, I've gone through consultations that people have turned me away. People say they don't see. People see only a section of what you've told me about, etc., etc. These are really all normal, guys. There are people ababoshiwe. There are people that have been bound by magic to tie your dreams. There are people whose ancestors have been kidnapped for donkeys of years. There are people whose ancestors have been worked with dark magic. Graves have been worked with dark magic. Some of those ancestors are ancestors that you carry. You understand? So it is not simple. It is not simple at all. And when you realize it's not simple, really the school fees is just so little for all the trauma you people bring. Seriously, no insults. Please take it, don't take it. But really, individuals are all different, and all of them come with different things. You can get somebody simple, they pop, the Lozi pops, the Lozi is talking, the Lozi wants this, the Lozi wants that, and we're like, yay, That's really what we love. But then you get more challenging situations where the child is coming in from a background of witchcraft, or the background is really twisted or difficult, or really Christian for generations, and you have to dig these people really from the 7th floor to come and meet the child. So it's a process yokuncenga all the time, yokuncenga, yokuphuza amabhudlu, yokushunqisa, yokungena iy'ntheme, all of those things that we try and do to kind of encourage the Lozi to come closer and closer and closer. And wherein you find that, look, we've been struggling with this kid for 3 months just to get the Lozi's name, etc. The process really has to continue post initiation. For everyone, it really does continue, but because these grannies are taking their time to kind of, okay, now we're stretching, now we've arrived, now we're gonna say this, that, the other. This child will continue learning their wants, their needs as they speed up post and DOS as well. So that process really doesn't end, because understand that if you're coming from a family where people have not initiated, you are the first one to initiate. You are carrying all those losses that are floating in the air. They are borrowing your body until the owners of those losses can trust. Okay, so I hope that one is clear. In terms of dreams as well, guys, it seems that I took videos of my kids and my stuff, so now I have no space and I have no time to clear it out now. So I've got 6 minutes to put it to you right. Okay, so I was discussing this dream thing with somebody the other day, and somebody was like, it's really stupid how they try and be like smart with us in the dreams, and they throw you with symbols and you have to decode and etc. And I said, listen, dreams are also really difficult for certain people at certain times, for certain seasons, for certain reasons. And the main reason why it will make a dream difficult for you, or it will tell you kasipiri, is because there are witches, there are people that are listening in on your dreams, guys. As I'm telling you, people steal your dreams from a picture, from your mirror, from your windows. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, really, really harsh out here. It's difficult out here. So Gogo, they will try and come through in a way that they can tell you a secret without the enemy understanding. Unfortunately, that's why it is. Okay. So now you are now being told you need to initiate. You have some inkling that yes, this is the right thing that I need to do. In terms of spirits, don't bother yourself with spirits, because some consultations, you go into the consultation and the Gogo will want to flex on you. Sometimes I flex also, but I don't like it, because a person really becomes obsessed with this thing in a way that's not healthy. I'll expand in another video, I guess. But what I mean to say is that you can tell a Gogo, okay, I see you've got Makosi, you've got Amanono, you've got Ndao, you've got Isikosa, etc., etc. It's really going to make the process hard for you if you're going to choose your gobela according to the spirits. What happens is that you will naturally attract the gobela with your spirits. All right, so I can have maybe 3 different spirits that cannot be done in one lifehlo or one initiation or one school. What it means is that I will attend one. If they require me to attend another, I will then move on to the next school and attend that school. How will I know? I'll know through dreams and symbols. Obviously, through the first process, you should have a better understanding of communicating with your losses. You should know your bones. If you are Profita, your moya should be up to understand that, okay, I need to move on to the next, or they really need this done. Because sometimes you find that you've got maybe your main spirits, let's say you've got Ndao, you've got Nguni, and then you've got something like Makosi, or you've got something like whatever else. And your ancestors show you Ipeshu, they show you Umkele, they show you Ipalu, they show you all these things that are native to Amakosi. And you find that as you buy and patla for them, and maybe you gita with them, and you insert some Makosi things in your regime, then bayasutha laba bamakosi. It does happen, which means they are not going to send you to a second initiation officializing amakhosi wako, no. But for somebody else, amakhosi wake might be so hectic that they need to go and attend that secondly fehlo yamakhosi, but you'll know because they'll give you clear directions. Because you've been through this first process, again, you are more aware of your ancestors and how they communicate, so now you'll know how to navigate. Okay, so what do we now need to do? What you need to do, you need to find someone you like, someone you connect to. The fact that you like them means that your ancestors like them as well. Now, once you found somebody you like, I'm not going to say, Gogo, do you have Mano? No. Do you have Nzuza? Do you have this? Do you have that? Because I know that the child will attract what I have, or exactly that. The child will attract what I have. So if I have all my kids will have Abelozi, they'll have Umdawe, they'll have Umguni, that's guaranteed. So just focus on that. Find somebody that you like. Then go and pasha for that person that you like. Oh, listen, I met Gogo Unoni or Wase Gupi. I'm asking if this is the right person that can assist me. Calling both your maternal and your paternal. Great. Now you give your ancestors 7 days. 7 days, what should happen? You should either receive a dream about this, what you pashed for, or a vision, or if not, you find you struggle with dreams or you can't disseminate which are visions, which are imaginations, then number 3, you need to listen to your gut feeling, which is your spirit. Meaning at the end of the 7 days, you should be able to ascertain, this is my person, yes or no. How do I ascertain? Do I feel doubt or panic when I think about into engiyiphahlele? It's not your person. Do I feel at rest? Do I feel at peace? It's your person. Now, if it's your person, make sure to book a face-to-face consultation. What do we need in this consultation? We need to feel the vibes of the person's environment. Are we comfortable? Good. Intlolo yabo, what is that divination like? Are you connecting to that? Great. 2, that's 3. Now that you're seeing the person in person, do you still feel that connection? That's great. That's your person. If it's not your person, from the 7 days, you need to then work on candidate number 2, and that's it, guys. The rest is really up to the gods. I will go into detail in terms of some of the questions you have regarding Gogo mina gobela ngimpuphile and they ended up being a nightmare, they abused me ephehlweni, etc., etc. I will delve into those because I know that they are mostly what makes people panic when it comes to choosing a gobela. But for now, good morning, good night, good afternoon. I have to go. Have run out of video. Togozani. Keep well.